Hey guys, so today I wanted to film an updated FAQ video. I realized it's been like a couple years since I did my last one, which is crazy. Before we start this, I just want you to know that I fully intended to put on something other than like this massive sweater, but here we are. Okay, I'm just gonna pull up my Twitter tata so that I can read your guys' questions. If you had the chance to start over your career, would you do anything different? I think that I would. When I first started, first of all, it wasn't really a career when I first started all that much, especially through Instagram. I mean, YouTube was definitely a bigger platform in terms of monetization, but Instagram really wasn't yet. And so I kind of grew with the trend of, you know, sponsored posts and all these kinds of things coming to light. I think if I could go back, I would probably just really stick to my guns about disclosing what is and isn't sponsored. And I don't know, I think I just probably would have not taken some things that I did take, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But all in all, I mean, no regrets. In your opinion, do blondes or brunettes have more fun? Samantha's have more fun. If you had to tell your 13-year-old self one thing, what would it be? I think that I would probably just tell myself, oh gosh, good question. I don't think I'd tell myself shit. I think I'd continue to let myself struggle in my awkward preteen years. I think that that's an important time. I think that, you know, it's like a good time. It's a good time of self-doubt, being like, man, am I gonna look like this forever? I don't know. Am I gonna act like this forever? Hopefully not, you know? I think it's a good time. So I don't think I would tell myself anything. How do you motivate yourself when you're not feeling it that day? Fucking, I'm the worst person to ask. I don't know, you know what, I like to surround myself with other people that I find are really hard workers and just really overall awesome people that want to do more for themselves all the time. And then when I'm just going solo, I'm just at home by myself trying to get motivated, I just do it. Like, even if I don't want to, I'm just like, oh, fuck it, I just gotta start doing something. Periscope, honestly, is something that's really helped with getting me motivated. Normally in the mornings, I would kind of get up and like dick around for a few hours, which I just basically now do on Periscope, but then it always just kind of leads me into, you know, getting my work done for the day, going to the gym, whatever it may be. So Periscope helps a lot for that for me. Sugar, how did you get so fly? How do you keep your hair so healthy when you color it all the time? Like, what products do you use? Love you too. I honestly credit all of my hair health to Axis. That's the salon that I go to. I go to Carl, but everyone there is amazing. Yeah, they really are good with my hair. They won't do things if they know that it's going to wreck my hair, and we always try to plan out my colors in advance. So, you know, if I know that I want to go back to platinum, then we'll kind of plan out some colors in between that will help that transition be a little bit easier, so it's not just like dark brown platinum kind of thing. And then aside from that, I mean, I use Axis More Oil, which is one of their oils at their salons. And I really love that. I put that in my hair every single morning and night after I style my hair. Pretty much just whenever I feel like I need a little bit of extra health to it, I'll add that in. And then for shampoo and conditioner, because a lot of people are asking about that as well, I use Living Proof. The Restore one, I think it's called, and I get it at Sephora. It's kind of expensive, but honestly it's made such a difference in my hair. It's so nice. So those are kind of like my key products in terms of my hair health. Teeth whitening routine. I just use, well, I mean, I use toothpaste and stuff, but I use Crest White Strips in Glamorous White. That's what I use all the time. I have used more than one box in a row, which you're not supposed to do, but I do it. I don't give a fuck. What are some places, cities you want to go to in your lifetime? I would really like to go to Japan. I'd also like to go to Italy, and I'd like to go to Vietnam. Those are some ones that I really want to hit. And favorite places I have been to, Cannes, France, south of France. That was one of my all-time favorite places. It was absolutely stunning there, and the people were a lot friendlier than they are to me in Paris. And the croissants were unbelievable. Bora Bora was incredible, of course. I love Mexico, and I really like New York. And London. I like all the places, obviously. I'm fucked up. Scotland. I mean, Scotland is beautiful and the people are all really friendly. Paris is beautiful and there's tons to do there, even though like the people are mean to me. I like, honestly, everywhere I've been, I go there and I'm like, yeah, this place is dope. Except for LA. Actually, that's not true. I like some parts of LA. Like, you guys got good places for chow. but I just don't know that you'll ever be on my favorites list. Sorry, LA. Be honest, which house would you belong to in Game of Thrones? You wound me that you don't know this already. I would obviously be an honorable Stark, you know what I mean? The only thing is I'd bring a little bit of sense to the Stark house, because I just feel like, you know, they lead with their heart, and sometimes you gotta lay down the law. You know what I mean, Ned? Things would have been different if I had been there. I'm just gonna say it once. I don't have a question, I just really want to be in your Q&A. You got it, babe. Who is your best friend? Share a favorite memory with them. One of my absolute best friends is Shaylin, Shayloin as you guys know her. She's just so great. One of my favorite memories with her. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me think about this for a second. I have a couple that are up there. Actually, you know what? One of my favorite nights, we went out and we were drinking, actually, which is bizarre because like neither of us really drink all that much. But yeah, we were drinking and just like dancing and having a really good time. And then like we were running up and down Granville Street, which is like the main like club street in Vancouver, and just being so silly. And we thought it was like a blast. We were having such a good time. And then we got the opportunity to go to Montreal together really recently, which was really fun. And it was cool to have her there for that. But honestly, my favorite thing about Shaylin is not necessarily a particular memory. It's just like who she is as a person. And I travel and meet like thousands of people every single year, and every single time that I come home, I'm just like, man, Shaylin's the best. Like, she's just so great. She's like so non-judgmental. She's just such a good girl. She's just so good. So yeah, that's my favorite thing about Shaylin. Isn't necessarily memory. It's just Shaylin. I'm just a Shaylin fan. All right, here we go. Would you rather have fingers for eyelashes or eyelashes for fingers? That's so fucked up. You guys are the worst. I guess like fingers for eyelashes, that would be so shit, but eyelashes for fingers would be really, really like, I wouldn't be able to do much, you know? Yeah. Gross. If you could live anywhere but Canada, where would you live? Nowhere. I don't know, that's really hard for me because like, to me, whenever I think about that kind of question, I'm like, would I want to live somewhere where I could still get shit done, or would I want to live somewhere where I would just be like, well, if I can't live in Canada, I'm gonna fucking sit in the sunshine. And so with that, I mean, I'd have to really think about it, but if I wanted to get shit done, I'd probably live in New York. If I wanted to just like live the best life, I'd fucking live in Bora Bora. Why not, dude? Just sit by the ocean, get tanned, you know? Jet ski. Chillin'. Yeah. One food item for the rest of your life. Shit. God. I think, okay, I'm gonna say, okay, let me think about this. I want to say a meal because I feel like that's fair. And that would be, I think it would be like grilled cheese with pickles on the side and soup. But I can change up the soup and the contents of the grilled cheese. And also I want like a little bit of ketchup for dipping. Yeah, I think that would be like my one meal for the rest of my life. If I had to only eat one thing, it would probably be that. Because I just, every time I eat that meal, I'm like, fucking, this is great. This is just so good. It's everything I need. Carissa asks, if you had to choose between doing customer service for IKEA or Air Canada, what would it be? Carissa, it would be both. And I would infiltrate them from the inside and fucking close them both down. Are your bobbies real? Still yes. Favorite thing to do when you're not on social media platforms in your own state of mind? I like going on hikes. I like going on drives. I like painting. I like hanging out with friends. I like playing WoW, Minecraft, Zelda. There you have it. What is your biggest pet peeve about the line of work you're in, and do you regret being so public with your life? Where do I begin? I don't know. I don't know what my biggest pet peeve is. I think there's not much that bothers me too often about it, because sometimes I get down about certain things, but I realize that it doesn't affect me like forever. So I think probably my biggest thing that bothers me is having everything I do scrutinized. And I don't mean that to sound dramatic, because like it's not as like over the top as that makes it seem, but everything you do and say is going to be on the internet forever, and because of that, it's kind of like things that you did even before social media, things that you did while you were on social media, like all these different things, like they come up and people use them as like a form to judge you, which is fair enough, but you know, it's just like I and so many other people have really grown up on social media in a way, and we're all learning, and we're learning about how to have this as a career and how to go about it respectfully and in a good way and all these kinds of things. And I think that because of that, I mean, we all do dumb shit, and then it's on the internet forever, and it's something that people, you know, judge you for, and it just kind of sucks because you know, the things that I said at 19 aren't necessarily conducive to how I feel about things now, but anyways, I can't help but fucking run my mouth, so I need to just suck that up. And do you regret being so public with your life? I do in a way, but I mean, the thing that I regret the most is being so public about my relationship, and I regret that, and I don't, because like at the time, you know, like it was something that I was enjoying, and it was like such a massive part of my life, as my relationships always are. I become really, really involved when I get into a relationship, and you know, it's something where I regret it now due to the aftermath, but at the time, it was what I wanted. Like, I did want people to know who I was with, and you know why I thought he was so great at the time, and like all these kinds of things. I don't necessarily regret it in that regard. Like, I know that it was what I wanted at the time, and there's nothing I can do to change that. But I do think that moving forward, I probably would choose to keep my relationship private. But I mean, again, who knows? Like, at the time that I'm in another relationship, I might be like, oh my god, but he's so amazing. Everyone needs to know about him. You know what I mean? So who fucking knows? On a serious note, if you could only use one makeup brand for a year, which one would it be? My mind first went to Anastasia. The only reason it's kind of like, I don't know, is because of their foundation range. I think probably MAC, because I'm the most familiar with their entire range, and I feel like anything that's like missing from the range, I could probably make do with the stuff that they have. Do you reckon eating peanut butter and Nutella together is a sin? Nutella is shit. Sorry guys, wow, I'm gonna get some real haters now. How do you stay so healthy and fit, fast metabolism, or do you actually have to make an effort? It is so easy to make people think that you are healthy and fit when you're not at all. I do try to eat healthier when I'm at home, but I usually start out the day really good. I take my vitamins, I make my smoothie, I'm like, fuck yeah, man, I'm the healthiest. Like, you ain't got shit on my health. I'm crazy as fuck. I got all this health stacked up, man. And then like, towards the end of the day, it just gets worse and worse and worse until I'm ordering pizza. I guess I would say that I have a fast metabolism, but as I get older, that definitely starts to prove itself to not be eternal. So yeah, I'm having to work out more. For everyone that's been asking for like a workout, fitness routine, diet, all that kind of stuff, I feel like I'm not where I want to be with my body yet, and that's why I'm reluctant to film anything about like my diet choices and working out and all that kind of stuff, because I'm not where I want to be, so I don't want to make a video for you guys until I'm like super happy with my body and I feel like I'm like the healthiest. But I mean, there's so many resources out there for you guys aside from me, so check them out. How do you afford to have time to travel so often? Your vlogs are wonderful, by the way. Thank you. That's such a good question, and it's something that I used to think all the time when I would like, and I actually still think all the time, even though I know more about social media obviously and stuff than I used to, but I still look at people and I'm like, how the fuck do they travel so much? I am very lucky in the fact that I get to travel a lot through work, so I basically just go where people ask me to, so I get to travel a lot for that reason. So that's how I afford it, is by getting to go for work. And having time, again, like I work for myself through social media, and so I do get to set my own schedule. That said, I do sometimes have to turn down certain things because I'm already going to be somewhere, or I know that I have to be home because I have to film a video, or I just like haven't been home in a while and I'm sad, or whatever it may be. So yeah, I just kind of have to work it all into my schedule. If you could go back in time and change any event in your life knowing what you know now, would you? I don't think I would. It's so funny because I feel like in the moment of any situation, we're always like, oh, if I could only just change that, if I could only just change that. But like, it does come down to the fact that I know now that I wouldn't be where I am right now, which is the happiest I've been on my own in so long. I know that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fact that certain things happened that at the time I wish I could have changed. And I think that it's really hard to look past any given moment and recognize that it probably will be for the best. How do you stay confident about your skin? As you guys know, I've been going through a little bit of a skin issue. I've just been having some, adult acne situations. I don't want to say that I stay super confident about my skin. I think that it just doesn't bother me as much as it used to, because it used to be something where like I would never fucking let someone see me without makeup on. I would never leave my house without makeup on and all those kinds of things. I think I really came to the point now where it's not necessarily feeling confident about like any particular part of my body. It's more so just feeling confident with myself overall. And that basically just came through time. Whenever I'm having skin issues in particular, I know that it's just my body working itself out, and that's like a natural thing, and I just have to accept it. Do you ever think about getting another dog? I think about it every day. I think about getting another dog all the time, but honestly, I don't think I will until I move into a house. I just don't think it's super fair because I don't live in a house with a yard, and I do travel and all that kind of stuff, so it wouldn't really be fair to the dogs. It wouldn't really be fair to my parents who have to look after the dogs when I'm gone. But I mean, who fucking knows? I think about it all the time. I would love to have another dog, so let's see. We'll just see what this year brings. Sorry for bringing this up, but how did you deal with depression? What worked for you? No problem. I think if that's something that you ever dealt with before, you probably will continue to deal with it for the rest of your life, no matter how mild or severe it may be. It's kind of just like anything in life. It will always ebb and flow. Sometimes it'll be better, sometimes it'll be worse. How I personally choose to deal with it, I mean, I did go to therapy for a time, which helped in some ways. And other than that, I just try to be really, really aware of how I'm feeling, how certain things, people, activities make me feel, and I try to, counteract them. If I know that something's making me stressed or anxious or depressed, or it's just hurting me in some other way, I will, try to cut down on that, or I'll try to do something to combat it if it's something that I can't stop doing. For instance, if you know that your work is really bringing you down, but you're not in a situation where you can just up and leave so easily, try and bring other things into your life that do make you happy or that make you feel better. Working out, being active and stuff like that helps a lot. And other than that, just knowing that it's okay to feel shitty and knowing that it's okay to take time for yourself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that is everything for today, you guys. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, you can leave them in the comments below and I might get back to you. I might not. It's worth a shot, you know what I mean? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Peace out.